It's Nate with Just Good Network, and Lamar Jackson is a quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens that has been heavily disrespected this year after his franchise tag and no new contract, currently with the Baltimore Ravens in his favor. Unfortunately, teams across the NFL for some reason are not eyeing in on Lamar Jackson, trading for him, getting the contract that he desperately deserves, and I think he should get and will get eventually. I do think a lot of the talk right now across the NFL is all smokescreen with the NFL draft heading up. We do see this every year, but we tend to forget during these times because it's been a year and just strategies that teams use to throw other teams off. It's all a jumbled mess, but when you watch the film and you hear the name Lamar Jackson, you know this guy is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, healthy, and he's the best mobile quarterback probably that we've ever seen. I will say that, just in my opinion. And speaking of a team from a guy who's also was a great mobile quarterback, I do think that the Atlanta Falcons should trade for Lamar Jackson. Now, Ritter, he is just still a very young quarterback, but when you look at Lamar Jackson, he has the tangibles for a starting quarterback and a superstar in this league. And just with him being mobile and playing similar to Mike Vick in his prime with Atlanta, I think this is just a perfect fit, a full circle. And Lamar Jackson, this is a guy who he's just great on and off the field. But when you take a look at last year, the hypocrisy from the NFL as teams were almost all in on Deshaun Watson, a guy who was in the news for all the wrong reasons. But Lamar Jackson is clearly more talented than Watson by far. It's not even close. I think a lot of the smokescreen has to do with the NFL draft heading up. But overall, I do think Lamar Jackson would be a great fit for the Atlanta Falcons and plenty of other teams I could get into. But that's a team that I think in the rebuild has the picks to do it and trade for Lamar Jackson, get him the contract he deserves. In the Falcons, if they do this, I do think they will be one of the better teams in the league. It may just take a couple of years to do that.